what we have said so far is every organization has a job to do in the present and in the future every day. Competition for the future is not about what you have to do in the future. It's about how do you allocate your resources, time, energy across Box 1 projects and Box 2, Box 3 experiments every day. Box 1, competition for the present, is all about performance management. And the way you excel in closing performance gap is through efficiency. Box 2, Box 3 is about closing opportunity gap. And you close opportunity gap through nonlinear innovation. And so far, you have identified and selected Box 3 ideas. Where I'm going to take the conversation is, how do you execute those ideas? Here is the most important principle that I want you to remember. Box 1 execution requires dominant logic. But dominant logic cannot execute Box 3 experiments. If you want to excel in Box 3 execution, you have to create a new organizational logic. Let me try to highlight what this new organizational logic is and how do you go about creating it. One way we can enter into that conversation is by asking ourselves, how do you really excel in Box 3 performance? If you want to excel in Box 3 performance, it's a function of breakthrough ideas and breakthrough execution. I always like to think of ideas multiplied by execution is how you get breakthrough performance in Box 3. And the reason why I like multiplication is multiplication implies if you have a score of 0, either for ideas or for execution, you have a score of 0 on performance. Suppose you have brilliant Box 3 ideas, but if you don't know how to execute it, you have no performance. Typically, people mistake innovation for creativity. Innovation is not creativity. Innovation is commercializing creativity. Innovation is about making money with creativity. If you're not making any money, there is no innovation. Creativity is about the ideas. Innovation is about converting the ideas into impact. So unless you know how to excel in breakthrough execution, there is no innovation. Thomas Alva Edison put it very well when he said, innovation is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. And he ought to know, because he was the greatest innovator of all times. And that 1% inspiration is the idea. And the 99% perspiration is the challenge in execution, converting the idea into impact. I have worked with lots and lots of executives, lots and lots of corporations. I typically ask them, in your company, tell me how good are you in generating Box 3 ideas on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being poor, 10 being world class. How good are you in executing Box 3 ideas? Again, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being poor and 10 being world class. What I typically find is organizations tell me they are probably 6 on a 10-point scale in idea pipeline, in generating ideas. They are probably 1 on a 10-point scale in idea execution. Now, 6 times 1 is 6. The question is, can an organization do better than getting a total score of 6? What they typically do when they want to increase their total score beyond 6, they go into a dark room and dance and try to move their score from 6 to 8, generate even bigger ideas. Now, 8 times 1 is certainly better than 6 times 1. But there is another way you can look at this problem. Why not spend the effort to move the score on idea execution from 1 to 3? I'm not trying to put down generating breakthrough ideas. In fact, without any breakthrough ideas, there is no Box 3 performance. But what I have found in working with lots and lots of corporations and lots of executives, companies don't lack for Box 3 ideas. What they really lack is an architecture to really execute the Box 3 ideas.